Hi. In preparation for your peer edit this evening, we're going to talk a little bit about the 6 traits of writing. The 6 traits of writing is a systematic approach for looking at writing one part at a time. Since writing is such a complicated activity, the approach helps many people break down the task and understand it better. I use the 6 traits when I design your rubrics, so this will not only benefit you as a writer, but it'll benefit those papers that you are going to edit this evening. So we'll start with ideas. The ideas are the main message, the content of the piece, the main theme, together with all supporting details that enrich and develop that theme. The ideas are strong when the message is clear, not garbled. The writer chooses details that are interesting, important, and informative, often the kinds of details the reader would not normally anticipate or predict. Successful writers do not tell readers things they already know. Successful writers show readers that which is normally overlooked. Writers seek out to be extraordinary, the unusual, the unique, the bits and pieces of life that might otherwise be overlooked. The main idea of your paper is your thesis. It's the main topic that everything in your paper, all details, should revolve around. Moving on to organization. Organization is the internal structure of a piece of writing, the thread of central meaning, the pattern and sequence, so long as it fits the central idea. When organization is strong, the piece begins meaningfully and creates in the reader a sense of anticipation that is ultimately systematically fulfilled. Events proceed logically. Information is given to the reader in the right doses at the right times, so that the reader never loses interest. Connections are strong, which is another way of saying that bridges from one idea to the next hold up. The piece closes with a sense of resolution, tying up loose ends, bringing things to a satisfying closure, answering important questions while still leaving the reader something to think about. On to voice. Voice is the writer coming through the words, the sense that a real person is speaking to us and cares about the message. It is the heart and soul of the writing, the magic, the wit, the feeling, the life, and the breadth. When the writer is engaged personally with the topic, he or she imparts a personal tone and flavor to the piece that is unmistakably his and his alone. It is that individual something different from the mark of all other writers that we call voice. And often enough, when you think about it, if you are a reader, you have favorite authors, and more often than not, it's their voice that makes you love them. Okay, we'll make a move on to word choice. Word choice is the use of rich, colorful, precise language that communicates not just in a functional way, but in a way that moves and enlightens the reader. In descriptive writing, strong word choice resulting in imagery, especially sensory, show-me writing, clarifies and expands ideas. In persuasive writing, purposeful word choice moves the reader to a new vision of ideas. In all modes of writing, figurative language such as metaphors, similes, and analogies articulate, enhance, and enrich the content. Strong word choice is characterized not so much by an exceptional vocabulary chosen to impress the reader, but more the skill to use everyday words well. Sentence fluency. It is the rhythm and flow of the language, the sound of word patterns, the way in which the writing plays to the ear, not just to the eye. How does it sound when read aloud? That's the true test. Fluent writing has a cadence, power, rhythm, and movement. It is free of awkward word patterns that slow the reader's progress. Sentences vary in length, beginnings, structure, and style, and are so well crafted that the reader moves through the piece with ease. On to conventions. The conventions trait is the mechanical correctness of the piece and includes 5 elements: spelling, punctuation, capitalization, grammar, and usage, along with paragraphing. Writing that is strong in conventions has been proofread and edited with care. Since this trait has so many pieces to it, it's almost always an analytical trait within an analytical system. As you assess a piece for convention, ask yourself, how much work would a copy editor need to prepare this piece for publication? This will keep all the elements and conventions equally in play. So the 6 traits, when used together to help somebody edit their paper, whether it's your own paper or someone else's, work really well because they build on one another. We start with that central idea, and using strong word choice, sentence fluency, conventions, organization, and voice, it comes together to create a well-written piece. Again, just a reminder, I do base my rubrics on all of our assignments on the 6 traits. So hopefully this will help you in your peer editing tonight and in the peer editing of the future and with your own writing. Good luck.